So the final stage of this little winter tidy up, which has turned into a full-blown practical restoration, is the bodywork. You've seen previously we've sorted out the bottom of the tank, and actually the inside of the tank as well, which is looking swell. There's a couple of repairs to be done to the bodywork before we can just scratch and spray. On the tank there's actually a ding, which is here somewhere. I'll find it in a second. It's obvious in certain lights. It's basically there's a little ding there and a little depression there. Now my theory is everything's straight other than the headlight bracket, which needs just bringing around by about 1 millimetre. And I reckon that something was hooked in and his knee or something got smacked into the side of the tank here. Now I've spoken to dent repair specialists and they say there's just no chance of getting this out, which is unfortunate because I was hoping to have the dent out as far as possible before filling, etc. So we're going to fill this, rub it all back, put some filler on it, wait till it goes nice and hard. That's the only damage that I can see on the tank. We need to take the stickers off, obviously, as well. And then on the front fairing section, there was some bad grazing on the one, but that's just a bit of filler. There's actually a piece of plastic missing. Now we have the piece of plastic, and there's some cracks sort of radiating from this area, similar area to where the tank was actually had some issues. So I'm hoping today I'm going to glue in the piece of plastic, and then tomorrow, once that glue is dry, I'm actually going to put some fiberglass behind here so that it supports this little area, because it's one of the screws that goes in there. The first thing we'll do is we'll strip out all the fittings, put them in a little baggie, mark them up, and then we'll glue this on, and then we'll strip the tank and attack that with some filler. You'll be able to just see, got a couple of cracks, 2 major ones, some minor grazing, crackling. This one is a major concern, obviously, because if this comes off, this whole section's coming off, and this one's travelling. So the trick is, at the base or the end of each of those cracks, drill a tiny little hole, so we're going to do that. There is a crack this side, but it's not really come to anything. And again, we're going to do the same thing, there's a crack going off there, so we're going to drill a little hole in the end. And then from behind, what we'll do is we will groove them out slightly with a little Dremel bit, create a groove, and then use some Q-bond and some filler to fill in those cracks. At the same time, we'll just bevel the edges on the piece that's broken up, this piece, and do the same thing, probably with a bit of masking tape on the other side to hold it in place, and then we'll Q-bond it all in its position. We've read the owner's manual, so we can get rid of that sticker. They take pictures of the originals. I quite like that design. I'd like to get a new one that kit. I think basically it's clear then with the little stickers, so that's quite cool. It might be the original, I'll have to find out. Got new ones of these come in because you're not going to be able to rescue them, but we'll take a couple of measurements, take a mark where they are, strip them, and then sand it, and then get some filler on that bad one. Would you like an update? No? Well, you're going to get one anyway. So all the bodywork is, let's just double check. We've got the front mudguard over there, rear trim with rear grab handles, 2 side pods, front fairing, side fairings. Yep, all the bodywork, good. It's all rubbed down, primary rub downs, cleaned inside and out, all the mud off it, etc. First fills. We've used like a bumper filler on this stuff, so it's ultra flexible, super fine. So we'll let that dry for 24 hours. And the tank is on its second fill, so that's on fine fill now, after we did a heavy fill. It's going to need a little bit more work but that's understandable, and I want that really super shiny. There's only so much work you can put into really flimsy plastics where it still won't be very perfectly flat, so I'll put the effort into the tank, particularly the side pods, the side sections, and the side sections of the fairing, which are seen most obvious, and the rest will get an average workout. Anyway, that's the update. Now we let that all dry, come back and sand it all down and start again. Okay everyone, so there's everything sanded, primed, sanded, primed, sanded, primed, sanded, you get the idea.